So guys, Victor Osimhen has finally arrived Nigeria ahead of 2025 Afcon qualifier match. So guys, Victor is here with his fellow Super Eagles to have a great day, and he has come out to share his ordeal. I mean, what he went through in the hands of those managing him in Napoli. I mean, we all know what Victor Osimhen did for Napoli. This is a guy that when he came into Napoli, he uplifted that club. I mean, he brought Napoli to the world stage. People began to talk about Napoli because of the presence of Osimhen, and Napoli didn't want to let him go. This guy had a lot of opportunities coming across his way, but guess what? Napoli held him tight. They held him tight. But when it was time that he felt he wanted to leave, guess what? They tried, frustrating this guy. I'm so happy that he finally accepted, the offer of the club from Turkey. But guess what? Napoli almost frustrated this Osimhen. Osimhen is one of our finest today in football. Take it or leave it. His humility, his simplicity, the hard work he puts in, they are all top notch. I mean, you just love this boy, even if you've not met him for the first time. But guess what? There were these offers coming in. People saw that he's the hard-working type. I mean, different clubs, they wanted to have him at all costs. But you need to listen for yourself, because Osimhen has come out to just to say it the way it happened. So just take your time, watch this video to understand what this guy went through, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. Take a look.
Let's talk about Victor Osimhen. I had a call with Victor Osimhen yesterday, and thanks to Amaju Pini for actually setting that one up. And we spoke at length. And he poured his heart out to me. But because I didn't get the permission to probably record it, and he hadn't landed in Nigeria, so we couldn't actually do this. But I actually summarized all that had actually happened with Victor Osimhen. Of course, before then, Galatasaray did a video to actually welcome Victor Osimhen. He's going to be earning about £113,000 a week, if they can actually help us with that particular video there for Victor Osimhen. But if that's not even possible, let's quickly press it further. There were a lot of things that were said, and he tried to correct all the lies and the claim that he was heavily betrayed and things that were bordering on slavery, because there's been talks about slavery in football, and it's unfortunate this was happening. Let's actually get straight into it, starting off with the first graphics there that just actually encapsulated it. And this goes back to 2022, because Victor Osimhen actually had a great 2022-2023, and if we were to start it off from that particular point, certainly looking at it, he said that Al Hilal actually came in 2022, not even in 2024, and they offered 75 million. Napoli said no, that 500 million pounds on nothing. That scared them away. In 2023, PSG came, according to Victor Osimhen, and he said that they said 150, they offered 150, and SSC Napoli turned it down. In 2023, they had a gentleman agreement between SSC Napoli, the club, Laurentiis, the president, and Victor Osimhen, that Victor Osimhen will get the release clause, 130 million, but that means that after 1 year, he will go. So he was meant to get transferred from the club this year, but the club did everything humanly possible to actually keep him in the club and tie him down to the club. And he said, things are not so well with me. Of course, PSG also came for the second time, 110 million they put on the table. SSC Napoli still insisted and refused to buy the cherry. If we're to press further than that, of course, in that particular conversation, he still went on to talk about the fact that his mental health was heavily impacted after the whole coconut issue, the thing on TikTok and the rest of them. He said there was no going back afterwards. And things were happening within the club ranks that he could not speak about. And of course, when Antonio Conte came in, Antonio Conte pleaded with him that he should stay. And he told the coach, I love you, I would have loved to play with you, but things have deteriorated so bad that I cannot stay at the club. But the club went on to put out the statement that Antonio Conte did not want Victor Osimhen in the club. Of course, Antonio Conte yesterday night released a statement to that particular effect, just trying everything humanly possible to probably suppress Victor Osimhen. Of course, his defiance and refusal to play for Napoli and sign a new contract meant that he was frozen out of the squad. And he also claimed that Chelsea came in, and Chelsea and the owners that are hedge fund mavericks, so to speak, tried to swoop in and act like sharks, like they do in the US, and just the typical hedge fund thinking, and they were trying to capitalize on this. They were already bidding for Victor Osimhen, talking with SSC Napoli, without talking to Victor Osimhen, as far back as the 1st of August, according to Victor Osimhen, if we were to press it further. And they were trying to do so much with Victor Osimhen without even including him. Then Victor Osimhen had the PIF come back again with Al Ahly, this time around, saying that they were going to buy Victor Osimhen for an agreed fee, and they were going to pay him £30 million per annum. Personal terms were agreed for his daughter to get a school there, get a mansion, and every other thing in between. And SSC Napoli on the 29th found a way to scuttle that particular deal by insisting, moving the goalpost and insisting they wanted more and more. And they said they wanted 5 million more. Victor Osimhen called the club and said, called Al Ahly and said, no problem. If they want 5 million, I will give them from my 30 million to just make this move happen. And Napoli said no, they wanted the sell-on clause, they wanted more bonuses, they wanted this, they wanted that, and they ended up scuttling that particular deal. Of course, Al Ahly went on to buy Ivan Toney, and that was unfortunate. Then Chelsea, trying to become predators here, found out that Victor Osimhen might become desperate, and they decided that they were going to do something very, very funny. They offered him about 130 million. 30 minutes after that particular deal with Al Ahly went off, they offered him £130,000 a week gross. And Osimhen said no, that 43% goes to the British government. 20% goes to the NHIS, I beg your pardon, which is compulsory, and you will still take £20,000 of that 130 for image rights. How is that possible? What is now left in the salary? If you take out 43%, you take out 20% from another, and you now take out £20,000 from deal 130. And it was unfortunate, he said he wasn't going to bite. And they were holding off, waiting, and trying to press him through Napoli to ensure that Victor Osimhen gets desperate and takes this particular offer. And Osimhen said, if this is what Napoli wants to reduce me to, I'm going to call their bluff and I ain't going to move. I'm going to be on their wage, stay for 3 months, and let's see how that one goes. And on and on and on. And Chelsea went out, and according to them, they put out a statement there that he wanted 500,000. And according to Mikel Obi, who was helping engineer that particular deal, nothing like that was actually put out there. It's unfortunate all that has happened. All they tried to do was grind a man to a club where he said he wasn't part of anymore, he didn't want to play for anymore, and he didn't even want to have anything to do with them. He didn't want to touch the club with a 10-foot pole, but they insisted and said, you must stay and do as we want, which is unfortunate.
You know, ladies, I've listened passionately to Aaron, and the only thing I've heard is that he has more money than we all.
So from what this guy said now, you can hear what he said and how Victor Osimhen narrated what happened to him. What do you think is the problem? Like, what do you think is the problem? Do you think, you have to blame Victor Osimhen here? Although news is still coming out, from Fabrizio Romano that Chelsea is still very much interested in Victor Osimhen. So probably they will go during January or during the summer to sign Victor Osimhen. And probably that also depends on his performance in Galatasaray also. So just tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Thanks guys for watching. Peace.
How you doing now? Fine. How everybody? Fine. Okay. How are you? Fine. What the? Congratulations, man. Oh my God. If I don't come now.
I'm fine. How are you? Victor, nice to meet you.
I'm feeling
Stressful, but it's okay.
straight from the plane.
Yeah. No. I came around 5 and I had a flight at 4. So I slept like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually just getting blown. My mind is getting blown by my Uber driver right now who just said Kedu to me. Now blow my mind, boss.
Can you split this for me, please?
What's that?
My nails are too weak.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Split it for me. I need some. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm tired.
Chairman, I can't even refer to you as anything other than chairman now. Chairman just gave me cola nuts. Oh my God, do you know how spiritual this is right now?
If you split it and share it with me, we will be friends.
But in my tradition, I cannot split this cola and share it with you because you are older than me. Yes.
My nails are too weak.
Okay, so
I
hopefully
need to have more pounded yam and bitter leaf soup. My nails are too weak.
Oh my God, he said my nails are too weak. Oh Jesus, this is a man that has lived in Nigeria before, or dated or married a Nigerian woman before, or something.
Like maybe I lived in Port Harcourt.
Jesus.
Maybe I was at Choba at the university, huh?
What?
And
I went to school in Port Harcourt too.
Okay.
I went to FGC Port Harcourt.
Okay.
In
Federal Government
College, Rumokuru. Yes.
And where did you do your national service?
I didn't.
I
didn't. I left the country before I was 18, and by the time I came back, I was already over 32, so I was pretty much exempt.
Taiwo is Yoruba.
Yes, Taiwo is Yoruba.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, are you Igbo or are you ethnic Ibibio?
I'm Igbo.
You are Igbo.
Yes, that's why the Kedu made sense.
I know.
That's crazy. It's a pleasure to meet you, man. This is. Do I get to keep this cola?
If you want, yes.
Well, hell yeah, I want. This is it doesn't matter.
It's old.
It doesn't matter. It's green.
Yeah.
My God, this is a blessing, bro. Wow.
But I first showed up in Nigeria in February of 1967.
What?
It was 2 months before Odemegu Ojukwu decided he wanted to have his own country.
Wow, you were in Nigeria right before Biafra.
Right before the Biafran War started.
What?
I lived in Kaduna then.
Wow, you were in the north.
I was in Kaduna, and there were mercenaries there at a hotel called the Hamdallah Hotel. They'd get up in the morning, have breakfast, they'd fly over Biafra, drop bombs, and be back in time for lunch.
Wow. Wow. This is just wow.
And then since then, lots of changes.
Yeah.
No more 4 regions, 12 states. Then they went to 20 states.
Yeah.
Now they've got 37 or something.
This is crazy. This is incredible. This is incredible.
And I was there when Murtala Muhammad was assassinated. I remember when they caught Dimka.
Yeah.
It was around Abakaliki.
Abakaliki, yeah.
He was trying to dress as a shepherd, I think, and running off toward Cameroon.
Wow.
And the best beer in Nigeria is not Star Beer.
What is
the best
it?
beer is an Umuahia.
What's it called? Golden Guinea?
It's Golden Guinea. Yeah. Golden Guinea from Umuahia.
Wow.
And the worst beer is in Kano. Those Muslims don't know the first thing about brewing beer.
Wow. Wow. Just wow. Okay, I gotta stop saying wow because you said it's only the
Wolof.
The
when
Wolof.
they say yes, they say wow, wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you know any Hausa?
No.
You know,
I mean, I know a little, but I don't understand that much.
Well, you know what Yawa is?
Yawa.
Yawa is yes or okay in Hausa.
Yeah.
Yawa and the wow from the Wolof come from the same source. They both come from Arabic. In Arabic, there are two ways to say yes. One way is Naam, and the other is Iowa. And the Iowa became Yawa and became wow.
Wow. Gotta look at wow in a different light now.
So you speak in Yoruba? Yeah.
But I'm not Sweetball for my. That means I speak Igbo very well.
Kogbo Yoruba.
So boy Yoruba.
Kilode?
Me mo Yoruba. Kilode.
Kosi kankan.
So guys, Victor Osimhen has finally arrived the Super Eagles camp. We all know what this guy went through recently. He was almost rendered, clubless by his club. I mean, the former club. But guess what? He stayed strong and God really saw him through. We know that Victor is one of our finest in terms of Nigeria's football team today. His humility, his simplicity is top notch, and this guy is very friendly. So he went through a lot of recent, but thank God that he finally found a club that took him in. We know the frustration that this guy went through, in the hands of the people managing him in his former club in Napoli. So he's here to share with Nigerians, what actually happened, because there's been a whole lot of speculation out there. People have been saying all kinds of things, but he's here to say it the way it is and the way it happened. And I'm really so happy that he's participating in this training. We know that, the competition ahead of 2025. So guys, let me just allow you listen for yourself what this video is all about. Take a look. So guys, you have seen it for yourself. You can see that Victor is one of those people that Nigeria can always be proud of. I mean, this guy is something else. He's something else in terms of, his humility and the way he embraces life, the way he embraces his teammates, and the hard work that he actually puts in when it comes to playing. You must have seen him playing. This guy puts in his blood. I mean, his life on the line in order to ensure that his club wins. Victor coming into Napoli was a game changer for that club. I mean, Victor took that club to another level. And there were other bidders who were coming to also buy Osimhen out of that club. Guess what? These people put Osimhen at a very high price that was even scaring other clubs from buying Osimhen, because they just wanted to own Osimhen. They wanted to monopolize him as if it was a business, as if Osimhen was their own personal property. And when it got to the time that Osimhen was about to leave the party, they tried to frustrate him. I think this is a very big lesson for every Nigerian, especially those of us in football. You've got to learn and understand how these people can, will I call it, enslave you? Possibly because you're an African, you're a Nigerian. Who will talk for you? Who will speak? Who are they afraid of? They can just mismanage you the way they want. But thank God that Victor was lucky to find another club. Let me know your thoughts about all this. Let me know, what do you think? Was it right for Victor to have taken that offer the dime minute, the club in Turkey, which he now belongs to? Do you think, and do you know what, he was taken on a loan? I mean, a loan. So it's still as if he's still under the Napoli, which is an Italian club, but nevertheless he's playing for another team. So he was just taken on loan. So let me know what you think. Victor felt it was really time for him to leave Napoli, but Napoli didn't want to release him. And when they now finally wanted to release him, they wanted to frustrate him at all costs. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.